Hey ghouls, boy do I have a video for you today. So, it's basically a bitching video because I had a very stressful day the other day and I want to tell you all about it.
You gonna learn all about it.
So, I'm hoping I'll get this uploaded before New Year, but who knows. I will definitely have uploaded it after my Christmas video, which was me showing you my Christmas tree. In that video, I mentioned that I was having a 24-hour ECG. I have had the 24-hour ECG, and it was the most stressful day I've had in a very long time. But let's rewind. So I got my letter to say, you have an appointment. I was like, oh cool, I've only been waiting months for this, but that's the NHS at the moment. Yeah, Christmas Eve. I was like, what? Christmas Eve? An appointment on Christmas Eve for a 24-hour ECG? I didn't know what a 24-hour ECG consisted of, so I read the letter. It said, it's only a 15-minute appointment, you strap it on, and then you wear it for at least 20 hours, but, you know, it's called 24-hour. And then you return it the next day. And I was like, Christmas Day? Sure. Great. Anyway, I was going to rebook it, but thankfully they contacted me and they were like, oh, we've had some cancellations, so like we can book you in before. How about this week? And I was like, okay, what? I was like, well, I work, so I picked a day that I wasn't at work. Thankfully my partner wasn't at work, but I was stressed and I was anxious because your girl doesn't like having appointments and things just dropped on her, you know? It's the autism, I think. I just don't like that. So I didn't have much time to mentally prepare, so I was very anxious. But I decided that I was not going to drive because it was at Huntingdon Hospital, and if anyone from the UK knows Huntingdon Hospital, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get to park and to get around. So, I mean, most hospitals are, but Huntingdon is, yeah. So I was like, I'm not going to drive because stress. So I decided in my infinite wisdom, I'll get a taxi. I was like, we'll make a little day of it because my appointment wasn't until like 2:30 in the afternoon. I was like, we'll go to our favourite shop in the town centre, Cam's Lock, and we'll have a look around, see if there's any new little things that I can purchase. I did record it, I might upload it, I don't know yet, we'll see. But yeah, we went there and then I was like, I'll just go to the Sainsbury's because it's a big car park and I'll get picked up by a taxi from there. I drive. I cannot stress that enough. I have been driving for over 20 years. I do not take cabs. I do not get public transport. I am not that bitch. So I didn't know who to call. So I looked in Sainsbury's, they had a thing for Huntingdon cabs. I don't know if I'm going to bleep out their name. No, I think I can say it. It's an experience that I had. It's my opinion. I had this experience and I'm going to talk about it. So I called Huntingdon Cabs. I was like, yeah, I'm at Sainsbury's, can you come pick me up? I need to go to Huntingdon Hospital. And they were like, yeah, sure, be there in a minute. Didn't send me a text, which I was like, pretty sure last time I got a cab was like at Halloween at some point, and the person got a text to say what type of car it was and what license plate, etc. They don't do that for some reason, or at least they didn't with me. So I saw this cab pull up and I was like, is that my cab? And he's like pointing like where he's gonna pull up. I go up to him and I'm like, are you for Kim? And he's like, I said that too fast, that sounded a bit dodgy. Are you for Kim? And he was like, Huntingdon Hospital, yeah? I was like, yeah, that's me, I guess. So I got him and then he's like, oh, I've got another booking from here. Do you mind if like he gets in as well? And I'm like, well, it's an 8-seater, so I suppose not, but I have an appointment, so I need to be there by this time. And he was like, oh, okay, that's fine, don't worry. This guy gets in. Lovely guy. An older gentleman. He'd definitely been drinking and he'd definitely been smoking because he stank out the whole cab. But anyway, nice guy, whatever. Sat in the front, was complaining a bit about how long the cab took to get there. A red flag I should have seen. The other red flag that he just picked up some other random guy that I didn't know. Anyway, he's like, oh, I've got to drop them off first because they're going to the hospital, they got an appointment. And he was like, I'm on the way to the hospital, so I have to just wait this whole cab, right? And he was like, yeah, sorry. I was like, yeah, I have to be dropped off first. Like, I cannot be late for my appointment. Anyway, get there in quite a timely manner. I was actually relatively early, which was nice. Had my appointment, got all strapped in. It was literally a 15-minute appointment. She showed me the machine. It was like 3 connections. It was like here and then one under each boob, for lack of a better description. And yeah, she was like, you don't need to do anything else. You just pull the things off tomorrow when you're done. We need at least 20 hours of readings and then just drop it back in. And I was like, cool. Left the appointment. Knew it was going to rain that day. And I was like, want to be stress free. So I was like, I'll call a cab. Called the same cab company, booked a cab. They were like, okay, there's a bit of traffic. I was like, yeah, one of the directions there's a bit of traffic, but sure. And he was like, it'll be 30 minutes. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. 30 minutes isn't that bad. 30 minutes comes and goes, well over. And I'm like, where's my cab? So I call them and he's like, oh, I'll find out where the driver is. And the guy calls me back and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm stuck in traffic, but I am getting to you slowly. I was like, okay, cool. Waited another half an hour or more, didn't show up. Was watching other people get picked up by other cab companies, like, okay, sure. So I rang them again and he was like, oh yeah, he should be like there. So he was like, I'll call you back. The guy called me back and was like, oh, I had to pick up a college kid, he's one of our contracts, and I was near the hospital, but I knew I wouldn't make it in time to pick him up, so I had to leave and go and pick him up first. I was like, so you dropped me as a customer for a contract that you knew you already had? You could have just told me, like, what is going on? So I was like, okay, well, how long are you going to be? Oh, well, I've just dropped him off, so I'll be there as quick as I can. Half an hour later, he's not there. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I called them again and I was like, dude, it's been an hour and a half. Like, where is this guy? And he was like, okay, let me find out where he is. He calls him. He takes a while to call me back. I call them because I'm like, hello, are you going to call me back? Another 10, 15, 20 minutes later. He keeps hanging up on me. I don't get through and I'm like, what's going on? He calls me back and he's like, the taxi driver calls me back and he's like, oh, I'm not going to make it in time, so I've sent another driver. Don't look for my cab, look for a, I think he said a Mercedes or something, with taxi written on the side. And I'm like, okay, no license plate or anything, you know, sure. This is a hospital. There's lots of, well, it wasn't lots of cabs, but there were cabs coming. So I was like, well, I've got a vague description, that's fine. I was like, how long is he going to be? Because like I've been waiting for like an hour and 45 minutes now. And he was like, oh, he's on his way. He'll be like a few minutes. Okay. Half an hour later, he's not shown up. I'm like, it's been over 2 hours. It's been like 2.5 hours. What is going on? So I call the guy back again and I'm like, dude, where is this guy? And he's like, I can't believe he's not with you yet. Let me give him a call. He said he was sending another driver. I was like, yeah, he did, over like 40 minutes ago. He didn't call me back. 20 minutes goes by, 30 minutes goes by. I'm like ringing. He's just hanging up on me and I'm like, okay, I'm getting pissed off now. So it was like nearly 3 hours later and I was still at the hospital and it was chucking it down. And I mean, fucking it down. And I'm like, I have a £2,000 value machine around my neck that is monitoring my heart, that I cannot get wet. I'm not dressed for this weather. I have my fluffy rainbow leopard print coat on that is not made for rain. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to fucking walk because we wanted to catch a train to go somewhere else that evening. And we were watching all these trains get cancelled because of the severe rain. And I'm like, I've been waiting for 3 hours for this fucking cab. And I was just like, we're walking. So we started walking, got absolutely soaked. I'm calling the cab company, livid, screaming down the phone like, dude, it does not take 3 hours to pick 2 people up. What the fuck is going on? And he argued with me and was like, well, you said it wasn't urgent. You said you could wait. I said I could wait for the half an hour that I was originally quoted. It's now 3 hours. That is unacceptable. I was so angry. And he was just like, he did not apologize. He was just like, well, there's traffic. I was like, yeah, there's traffic. 20 minutes of traffic, because I've seen five cabs be called and pick people up within 20 minutes. Which is about as long as it could take to get through the bit of traffic that was caused by some temporary traffic lights. I'm like, dude, there's also like 8 different ways to like get through Huntingdon. Like, what are you doing? So I was screaming. So God knows what my readings are going to be like, but I was stressed. I was upset. Anxiety was through the roof, like absolutely through the roof. And we ducked into a bus shelter and just waited for a bus, because we were like, we've got to get this train because it's the last one and they're going to cancel it. Like, what if they cancel it? Then we can't, like, you know. It was just so stressful. We managed to get on a bus, and I did manage to keep it dry. But we got absolutely soaked. My underwear was wet. Like, my pants were soaked through my leggings, and I had thermal leggings on. Thankfully though, I was wearing a hoodie underneath my jacket, so like it just about kept it dry. But I was so stressed. It was the most stressful day. And then yeah, we got back and I wore it throughout the night. Was quite stressed, had a lot of symptoms of like heart palpitations, panic attacks, pains in my chest, etc, etc, all the fun things I was wearing it for anyway. So God knows what those readings are going to be like. The next day I'm like, I am on the floor ill with a flare-up, so I asked my mum's partner to drop it off for me at the hospital, which he kindly said he would do. But it had to be returned to the red desk, which is a little bit further in from the main desk. Again, if you haven't been to the hospital, you don't know what I'm talking about. But there's a main reception when you walk through the door, and then like 20 more steps or so further back is a red desk with a red box, which is where it has to go because that's the heart department. And he accidentally put it in at reception. And I was like, but that's not where everything tells me I've got to take it. So I was like panicking, because it says if it's not returned by a certain time, you can get fined. The equipment's $2,000, so if you lose it, you pay the $2,000. Like, there's fines, there's all this stuff, and I'm just like panicking that it's not gone to the right place. And the receptionist is just like, oh yeah, it's fine, I'll take it, it's fine. She didn't. So I called, thankfully I'd called them up and I told them at the red desk that it had accidentally been handed into the wrong desk at main reception, and she went over and she got it, and she called me back and she was like, yeah, don't worry, we've got it. It was in the wrong place, but we got it before it got lost. And I was like, thank you. So I needed a few days to recover before I made this video, but this is still before Christmas and I'm just like, I still had to work. Well, on the floor with no energy at this point because I am drained. Your girl is empty of battery because of working in retail at Christmas is no joke. It is not fun. It is horrific. So dealing with that and that. Yeah, so it took me a few days to do this video. I had to recover. I'm still not fully recovered. I'm still like tired, but like I was like, I can make this video, it's fine. I can stand in one place for long enough to make this video, which is why it is shorter than my regular videos, but I had to just get it off my chest because oh my god. It was so stressful. I should have just driven. I should have just driven myself to the hospital. It would have been less stressful. It wouldn't have felt like it was, but it would have been. Because your girl doesn't get public transport. I don't get cabs. I don't get the bus. I don't do those things. I don't like it. It stresses me out. But I think if I do have to go back for anything, I'm just going to drive myself. I'm not going to get a taxi. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing it. And especially not Huntingdon cabs or taxis or whatever the fuck you're called. Like, do you only have one driver? I don't understand. I do not understand, and not apologising and thinking it's acceptable to have left someone at a hospital for 3 hours. Insane. So yeah, that's it for this video. I just want to leave all of this shit in 2025, you know? I went out with a bang, you know what I mean? A stressful bang. I just want to start 2026, less stress, knowing enough about like my illnesses to be able to control them to a degree. Do you know what I mean? I just fresh start and all that. So let's leave this in 2025. I'm gonna try and upload it just after Christmas, so it is not the first video of the new year. Let's hope I do it. And yeah, hopefully in the new year I'll be able to do more things and go more fun places and record it. Otherwise, the next fun thing I'll be doing is my birthday in March. So let's hope that some fun things happen before then. Okay? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.